Thank you. And good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
And I tell you, I am proud to be an American.
Amen.
Home of the free and land of the brave. And it is great to wake up in a country where we have so many freedoms. And I want to thank everyone for being here today, for participating in this great event. And I tell you, I am glad that my friends, families, colleagues, veterans, military came here today to take part in this occasion with me in the fight for justice and equality for all. Today, I am pleased to announce my candidacy for U.S. Congress for the 1st Congressional District of Georgia. I have for many years worked tirelessly fighting for justice and equality for the people of our great country. I am a servant warrior, often serving as a voice for the least of these, those who have been disenfranchised, marginalized, and often overlooked. I believe liberty and justice is due to we the people. All of us. It is a fundamental right. Friends, I've been battle tested and have the wounds to show it. Not just figuratively, but literally. As an Army officer, as an Army intelligence officer, I served several tours in Iraq and received the Bronze Star for my service there. You know, when I joined the military, I took an oath. I took the following oath, and I want to share that with you. The oath of a commissioned officer. And guess what? I raised my right hand and I said, I, Joyce Marie Griggs, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter. So help me God. And you know, as an officer, I took this oath seriously because see, even now I pledge to support and defend against all enemies, foreign and domestic. But I want to say that today we have domestic enemies in our midst, in our country, right here in the 1st Congressional District. And some of them are leaders who helped with the insurrection against the American people on January 6th. That is a travesty. You see, I fought for freedom for all of us, we the people. I left the comforts that we enjoy here to risk life and limb to ensure that my fellow Americans could continue to live in peace and prosperity. I served not only for my children, but for your children and your children's children and future generations. I have demonstrated my willingness to sacrifice for the good of all people, no matter the race, sex, creed, color, or national origin. I believe true leaders lead by example, not only in word, but in action also. You see, true leadership is demonstrated not in times of comfort, but in times of trials and tribulations. Today, I'm ready to take that fight to Washington on your behalf as your next Congresswoman. A leader is one who never gives up, A leader is one who never gives up, and I promise you, I will never give in or give up and fight for your rights. As a leader is one who never, as I said, give up or give in. I will serve with pride, lead with confidence, and inspire to impact. I will be a steadfast and reliable representative answering only to my constituents. I can't be bullied and I can't be bought. My allegiance is to my country and those that I serve. I will not be influenced by big money or promises of power. I say that again. I will not be influenced by big money or promises of power. I will be a steadfast and reliable representative. I want to go to Washington to fight for your rights. Our lives have been disrupted with the onset of COVID-19 and the variants. It has been disrupted by the insurrection in Washington that occurred earlier this year. It has been disrupted by voter suppression. People are still suffering. Our very democracy is at stake. I will fight for health care to include, especially now, attention to mental health issues, lower prescription drug prices, criminal justice reform, protecting our children and our elderly. This pandemic has truly shown us the plight of our elderly, the plight of our children. I will also fight to protect our environment. I will fight for a living and sustainable wage. Some people work 3 jobs and they still don't have enough to take care of their families. I will also fight for affordable housing. See, there's a lot of homeless people right here in our backyard, right here in Savannah, throughout our country. Some of them are sleeping in their cars or on the streets. That should not be. This is America. You know, I could have understood it when I was deployed and went to various countries. I saw poverty at its worst. But to come back home and to see so many homeless people, to see so many disenfranchised, that so many have fought to preserve in this country. I will also fight for the military, their families, and veterans to make sure those that serve this country are taken care of. You know, there's still a lot of homeless veterans. There should not be one homeless veteran. There should not be one veteran that's not properly taken care of. We must take care of those that have taken care of us, that have risked their lives. Some have come back with serious medical conditions, PTSD. Some have lost limbs, arms, legs. I thank God I came back in one piece. So I will fight for that. I will fight for voting rights, and immigration reform. We must reform immigration. We must do something about immigration. It is a travesty when I saw the pictures of the Haitians and how they were rounding them up with whips like they were some kind of animals. Guess what? My mind, the repertoire of my mind went back to slavery, where they hunted black people with whips. That's a travesty. This is America. We are still the greatest country on earth, and we can do better than what we've been doing. All of my life experience have prepared me for such a time as this. This day, a day when I will stand in the gap for people simply seeking to live the American dream. The military trained me well and how to get the mission accomplished. I'm combat proven and I'm combat ready. You know, Dr. King said, whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. I can never be what I ought to be until you are what you ought to be. This is the interrelated structure of reality. Dr. King said, again, I can never be what I ought to be until you are what you ought to be. We the people, united we stand, and divided we fall. Again, I say, united we stand, and divided we fall. I want you to go and tell your friends, your loved ones, that a true fighter, a combat tested, combat ready, veteran has entered the race for Congress of the 1st Congressional District. The fire still burns inside of me. I'm fired up and I'm ready to go.
Yes.
Please
Ready to go.
tell your friends, family, and loved ones that we the people, all of us, can bring about change. As a soldier, I embraced what is known as the Soldier Creed. And I want to share that with you briefly. The Soldier Creed says, I am an American soldier. I'm a warrior and a member of a team. I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values. I will always place the mission first. I will never accept defeat. I will never quit. I will never leave a fallen comrade. I am disciplined, physically and mentally tough, trained, and proficient in my warrior skills and drills. I will always maintain arms, my equipment, and myself. I am an expert. I am a professional. I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the enemies of the United States of America. I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life. I am an American soldier. I am a soldier.
Yes. Yes.
I am a soldier and a warrior forever for you.
Yes.
God bless you. And united we stand and divided we fall. We the people. God bless you. Fired up and ready to go. Fired up and ready to go. Fired up and ready to go. Fired up and ready to go.